Welcome back to The Explainer. Man, I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because the energy we're unpacking right now is literally next level. Today we've got a super specific, high-octane focus, and I want you to let this serve as the watermark for our entire presentation. RichForeverVision is live. The empire starts now. RFV. If you're a focused learner, trying to decode the ultimate blueprint for that hustle culture, luxury lifestyle, well, you are in exactly the right place. So get ready, because we are breaking down the mindset, the grind, and the cultural powerhouse that makes up this incredible phenomenon.
Okay, let's dive into this. We're not just looking at random motivational quotes today, right? We're analyzing a whole framework. The central thesis of this entire explainer is actually really simple. The empire starts now. It's an immediate call to action. It's telling us that building generational wealth, building that luxury lifestyle, that isn't something you push off until tomorrow. It's an active, relentless pursuit that kicks off the absolute second you decide to flip that switch in your own mind.
And that high-level cinematic perspective, that is the starting point of any true empire. The RFV philosophy basically dictates that you cannot build what you cannot see. A true boss has to survey their goals from the top of the world. Look at this visionary standing high above the city skyline at night. It perfectly captures that vital isolation, that intense focus you need before you even make your first dollar. You literally have to actively visualize the territory you intend to conquer.
Moving on to Section 1, the abundance mindset, reprogramming for riches.
Okay, so all material wealth, every single tangible asset you could ever want to acquire, starts internally. You have to completely reprogram how you think about resources, about money, and honestly, your own inherent value. To really grasp that, just look at the contrast here. Over on the left, that golden scroll reads, "My life is filled with overflowing riches, spiritual, emotional, and material." See, it explicitly links your internal state directly to external wealth. And then on the right, you've got this golden infinity loop stating, "Money is always available to me." It's all about completely destroying the concept of scarcity. When you align that spiritual and emotional wealth with a rock-solid belief in infinite resources, you create this unstoppable mental loop.
And when you truly internalize that abundance mindset, we can see exactly how it builds. We're seeing a literal, physical downpour of financial resources showering over someone who is completely at peace. This right here is the energetic result of the RFV framework. Notice how it's not a stressful, panicked scramble for cash. It's a magnetic attraction. You aren't desperately chasing the money, you're just positioning yourself so the money simply falls right into your lap.
All right, Section 2, manifesting generational wealth. The universe has chosen you.
Now, the RFV blueprint doesn't stop at just attracting a quick windfall. The focus shifts to establishing deep, lasting generational power. And part of this manifestation relies on what the brand frames as esoteric signals of wealth. Check out the 1111 surrounded by gold and gems, with the text declaring, "Wealth is coming your way. The universe has chosen you." Having this unwavering belief that you are essentially predestined for wealth, that is a massive core tenet of the RichForeverVision. They believe it acts as absolute armor against doubt. I mean, think about it. When you truly believe the universe has chosen you for success, failure doesn't sting anymore. It simply becomes data to help you pivot. Now, what's really interesting about this is the incredible visual pipeline happening right in front of us. On the left, hands holding pure, golden manifestation energy. That's the exact kind of abundant thought patterns we've been discussing. But follow that flow over to the right. That ethereal energy translates directly into a heavy physical bank vault overflowing with cash. It is an undeniable direct pipeline from the spiritual to the tangible. You think it, you hold the energy, and boom, it materializes in the vault.
Let's hit Section 3, the grind and investments. Execution starts now.
So holding the energy is amazing, but it's really only half the battle, right? An empire requires execution. Now, while hustle culture memes are always joking about, waking up at 4 a.m. to take ice baths in a three-piece suit, this blueprint is actually surprisingly practical. The sources outline a very clear three-step bridge. Step 1, adopt the mindset that a small, entry-level $50 investment is enough to start. Step 2, apply consistent, relentless hustle to back up that initial leap. And Step 3, reap the rewards through massive portfolio gains. It's basically a ladder taking you from everyday life straight up to empire-level financial dominance.
And honestly, amidst all the flashy gold, the mansions, the bank vaults, we find this stark, profound truth. A $50 investment can absolutely change your life. You do not need to start with millions to make millions. A mere $50 investment, paired with that abundant vision we've just been decoding, has the raw power to completely rewrite your life's trajectory. You just have to be willing to put it in play.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what happens when that $50 mindset scales up through consistent hustle. Just look at the specific numbers on this Robinhood app screenshot. We are looking at over $109,000 in investing power. That represents a massive 75% all-time gain. We're talking up over 47 grand. That green chart rocketing upwards, that is the mathematical proof of the RFV philosophy. It's exactly what happens when visionary energy meets the stock market.
Moving on to Section 4, the cultural empire, a cinematic hub of boss lifestyle.
Okay, so we've got the mindset down, and we have the financial execution. But the Rich Forever Vision isn't just some isolated philosophy. It has actually been built into a massive cinematic and music hub spearheaded by Rick Ross. The primary broadcasting vehicle for all this is the RFV YouTube channel, which features a super tight collection of 26 heavily viewed videos. It basically acts as an exclusive look behind the scenes, showing the audience exactly the kind of daily grind it takes to build and maintain the generational wealth we've been dissecting.
And to truly understand the sheer gravity of this empire, just look at the Titan-level, star-studded collaborations on this roster. I mean, you have tracks with Jay-Z like Keep It Loaded and The End. There are multiple visual collaborations with Rihanna. You've got Snoop Dogg reinforcing the brand with tracks literally called Top is the Vision and Born to be Rich, and heavy hitters like Drake on Man Call God. I mean, wow, this isn't just music anymore. It's basically an auditory boardroom of billionaires and cultural icons. And the roster of heavy hitters? It just keeps going. Lil Baby, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Wiz Khalifa. This network is an absolute powerhouse for sure. By associating the brand with these specific, high-caliber artists and tracks, it cements the vision as the ultimate intersection of culture, luxury, and wealth builders.
Finally, Section 5, living the luxury life. Grind meets luxury.
So we've covered the manifestation, the daily grind, the culture. Now, this is what the absolute peak of that mountain looks like when you're living it day in and day out. It's such a striking visual juxtaposition, isn't it? In the foreground, right in focus, we have a laptop with active stock trading charts, representing that perpetual grind, the endless execution. But it's sitting poolside at a sprawling, hypermodern mansion with a whole fleet of pristine supercars parked out back under the palm trees. This right here is the ultimate proof of concept. For the brand, the grind doesn't stop when you reach luxury. The luxury simply becomes the new office where the grind continues.
So, the crucial point is perfectly captured right here in this person's hands. Sitting behind a sleek desk with stacks of cash, a luxury watch, and that gorgeous city skyline behind them, they hold a card that simply reads, "I am a billionaire." Because even surrounded by millions, a true boss's mindset never ever stops scaling up. Once you hit one level of the empire, the vision immediately expands to the next.
And that actually leads me to ask you directly, looking at everything we've decoded today, what does your $50 investment in your own vision look like right now, today? We've seen the proof that massive empires start with a single abundant thought and a small disciplined action. So I'm challenging you to take immediate action on your own financial and spiritual goals. Because honestly, waiting around, that is not part of the blueprint.
Remember our watermark, Rich Forever Vision is live. The empire starts now. Just look at this crowd, hands raised, forming a heart under the stadium lights, completely immersed in the exact energy we just broke down. The blueprint is there, the mindset is completely yours to claim, and the results are entirely up to you. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay focused, stay abundant, and